this video we're going to look at creating race cards in Racing Dossier. In order to analyze a race, you need to be able to have a race card made which will have certain ratings or factors on it that you've decided you want to use to analyze that race. We can create as many of these race cards as we want, so we can put the specific factors that are relevant to specific races into them, and we can then choose different race cards to use for different races. So we only ever used the ratings or factors that are relevant to the race we're analyzing. So to create a race card, you go to the Race Cards tab and you press the Add New button, and you'll get this window popping up. Now, in the left-hand box is a list of all the ratings or factors that are currently available to use within the Racing Dossier software. And in the right-hand box is a list of all the ratings or factors that you're going to use on this race card. Now, the first few ratings and factors won't have a number associated with them, and this is because they are standard information that you may be able to find anywhere, such as the age or the weight, or if the horse has got headgear on in this race. You can also see there that there's SP odds. Now, obviously, SP odds, while you can put it onto any race card, it will only have information displayed in it on races that we have the results for, because the SP is only known after the race has been run. However, some of the factors will have numbers next to them, as you can see. Now, the numbers, any factor or rating with a number is a custom built factor for the Racing Dossier, and any number between 1 and 999 is the raw rating, so that is the actual rating as it is calculated, a completely raw figure. Any number between 1000 and 1999 is the ranking for a rating. Quite often we don't need the raw figure, we don't need that much detail, we just need to know the ranks. Any number between 2000 and 2999 is the difference from top, so how many points difference to the top rated horse in that particular rating. So for example, if the top rated horse was 100 and the horse that we are looking at is 75, then the difference to top is 25. And this is a very useful way of measuring a rating, because it allows us to see the difference between the top runner and then the other runners in the field. So we can actually judge how much better a horse is, normally quicker than using the raw rating. Now, obviously, all these ratings have a short code, as you can see, and at the moment they will probably look to you like they don't make any sense. Don't worry, you will find them very self-explanatory after you've been using them for a while. For example, any beginning with S is a speed-based rating. Any beginning with PFP is a collateral form-based rating. And then we have different types of information for each one, because we measure each type of rating in a lot of ways, because under some race conditions, measuring it one way may be most effective, and under another set of race conditions, measuring it a different way may be most effective. To find out what any rating means, you simply need to click on it, and you'll see down here an explanation pop up. So this rating means is the average speed rating that the horse achieved in the last 90 days. If we look at this rating, it's the average speed rating from the best runners in the races that this horse was entered in the last 365 days. And then we've applied a time decay function. And the time decay function means that the further away the race took place, the less important it is in the rating. And you can see any rating with a time decay function has a TD after it. And if we scroll down to ranks, you can see that this is the ranking. This is the PFP rank, high to learn. You may think, well, I'd like the PFP rank, but I'm not sure what PFP is. So there's a very simple way to do this. In this box here, you can search for your rating. So by putting in PFP, we limit it to all the PFP ratings, and we can click on it and immediately see that PFP is the current form class level of the horse. We think, yes, actually, I quite like that, so we want the rank PFP, and we get all the rankings for the PFP, and there is the rating, and this ranks from high to low. So the higher the rating, the better the horse. So you can search for factors like that, and you'll find that you use factors time and again. You'll find factors that you particularly like or particularly like to work with in your analysis, and you'll use them again. You can also search by factors using the ID number. So you can type in, for example, 1003, and that's the rank of the PFP over the class in the last race. And again, if we're not sure what that actually is, we can just put in PFP CL, and there it is, it pops up there. And we go to the raw rating, and it is the form-based race class level of a horse's last race. So it's very simple and very easy to find your way around. So how do we add these ratings? Okay, well, we add these ratings very simply by drag and drop. So I may scroll through here and I'll be like, I like to use the number of days since the horse last had a good race, so I'm just going to drag that over into our race card box. And I'd like to know if it's a course or distance winner. And then I like to use the you can also use the shift button to select multiple runners, or the control button, to select multiple factors. And I like to use these PFP figures here. These indicate the number of points added over the last amount of races, as you can see. And then I would like to use the speed figure from the last race adjusted to today's race. And let's see. I quite like to have the PFP rank as well. And now you can arrange where these columns appear on your race card by simply dragging and moving them around. I could put the course distance winner at the end along with that one. And then we create a name. So we could call this PFP or form. Hold on, how about collateral form based card. And then if you want a bigger description, you can enter a bigger description in here. So this card is more applicable. So there we go. It's just a quick explanation. If you want to, you don't have to do that. And when you're all ready, you can press the save button, and you'll see that it is saved here. If you want to edit this card, you just select it and go to edit, and it opens it up, and you can add or remove. To remove, I should clear that if I put age on, for example, I think actually I don't want the age, you can very simply move this back over, and you no longer have it. Once you've saved it, you then get a extra area at the bottom of the card, and you'll see you've got set as default or apply filters. You can set a card as a default race card, and that means that if a race, there's no filter that will fit a particular set of race conditions, then when you open the race, it will automatically open your default race card. You can then change this race card from inside the race while you're analysing it, but this is just to give Racing Dossier something that it knows you want to open it with. So I'm going to set this as the default race card and save it again, and you can see it as bold, which means that it's the default. If we want to delete a race card, we can delete it by pressing the delete button here. And likewise, we can also export our race cards. So if we can select multiple ones or just a single one, and we can export them. And you can save that file somewhere if you want a backup of all your race cards. And you can then import them again just simply using the import button down there. Selecting the card and it will import straight back in. If we go to races and open a race, then we can see that it's going to open this default race here with the default race card, this race with the default race card, and at the top it's telling you all the race details, and then we have the race card here. I'll show you how to navigate the race card in another video. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.